Hey YouTube, it's Prime13 with another Transformers video review. Today we are going to be taking a look at the Studio Series Gamer Edition War for Cybertron Thundercracker. And this is the third of our three main seekers, so we have now completed the trio. First we'll take a look at the box. We got our Studio Series, War for Cybertron, Thundercracker. We got some artwork there of the vehicle mode and his mugshot, 29 steps. We got more of that mugshot artwork there. Just more of that wraparound art there. Just logos on the top, legal jargon on the bottom, and on the back here we do have our product shots. Do have a game render there. Small one-line bio, and that is it for the box. And let me dig through the pile again because I have accrued quite a backlog here of things I need to do. So I'm like working with limited table space. Where are you? There we are. And we got our lovely instruction booklet done up in Decepticon purple, and that's just the usual. These are, you know, pretty much the same mold, so there's that. So here we have Thundercracker himself, and pretty much the main thing that's been really standing out to me, as well as a lot of other people, is how bright the blue is. And don't get me wrong, it's a nice shade of blue. It's just kind of weird because it's supposed to be a darker, grittier game, and he's supposed to have a darker color. In fact, we're going to go ahead and skip over to the size comparisons with the original one from Thrilling 30 or whatever. And you can see just how much darker that blue is on the original. It's a bit odd, but yeah, there you have your comparison with the original, who doesn't want to stand up. And of course we need to get him in there with his Seeker brothers. So here is Skywarp, who is actually the only one I don't have the original version of right now. And here's Starscream. And as you can see, they do all have the same club melee weapon, but they do each have different firearms. Got sniper rifle, rocket launcher, and I believe is a submachine gun. And as mentioned, they do all have separate face sculpts. He's kind of got like a frowny face. Starscream's kind of it's probably going to be hard to see on my camera, but yeah, they're similar in style, but they are a little different. Not to mention they do have different colored eyes as well. Yeah, but there's it for those two. And just for one more robot mode, here he is with 86 Blaster. Anywho, so again we do get the big Energon mace. Pretty standard. And we do get this machine gun, submachine gun, something. I do have an issue with this, and I don't know if it's a build issue or a quality control issue, and it's probably not going to show up very well, but the way mine is put together, the two sides do not line up properly, and like the there's actually a little bit of like they how do I explain this? like you can, on the handle there's like little bits where the two parts, they're like together but they're shifted like that, so they don't line up right, and it makes it hard for him to hold stuff. Like it'll go into his hand, but like it doesn't really, well, it's not as bad with his hand, but like when I store it on his back, it's really stiff and tight, and if I like push on it, it'll like pop out and fly off. So I think it's not as bad with his hand because there is actually, you know, it's not a fully closed off circle. But yeah, the gun itself, I do believe, is blast compatible. So yep, see, keeps popping off. Not a great grip. Yeah. But we're just doing this now, aren't we? It does not have a very good grip. The nub is a little on the small side. You do get the removable arm. Yeah, my hair is flying into my face because of the fan, and you need to stand up. Stop being a brat. But yeah, there's a hole on the back, and you just plug it into his arm, and there, now you have the arm gun thing going on. So I go ahead and put this arm back on. So there is that. Aside from that, I don't think there's too much else to talk about. We'll go over some of the nice paint details. We do have those purple Decepticon symbols there. And there is a bit of a metallic sheen to the parts on his backpack. He does have a nice glossy finish to him overall, but yeah, the wings and the tail fins here are a bit more metallic. These fins here pop off really easy on mine during transformation compared to the others. I don't know why. Maybe it's just the mold showing its age / overuse. I don't know. It's not too big of a deal. It's not a breakage issue. It's just a minor annoyance. Do have some nice bright metallic purple here. Do get some nice red on the wings. Do get Decepticon symbols there on the wings as well. His eyes are like a faded purple. It's sort of the same color as these vents here, but it's a little hard to see even in person. It's a bit dim. But yeah. Other than that, I think that's about it for the robot mode. So I guess we can go ahead and do the transformation. And I am going to breeze through this a little bit because this is the third time we're seeing this. So, going to go ahead and pull the backpack out. Going to straighten these out. Going to pull the whole chest piece forward. And we're going to pull open this cockpit here. And it's best to flip out this nose cone. For some reason it also helps the cockpit move around better. And it's still that very soft plastic. Gonna go ahead and extend the head up on these hinges. Rotate it around. Slip it there into the cockpit. Close that up. Go ahead and extend these up on double hinges and straighten it out. Going to come here to the arms, bring these double hinges down, bring these down, and we are going to rotate the arms on these swivels. I totally forgot to do the articulation, but it is literally the exact same. This is just a repaint, so I think we can live without seeing that part. Tab these arms together, and then we're going to want to get these little tabs right here into these little slots on the arms right here. Those in there, and they're in there enough. And we're going to come down here to the legs. We're going to flip these panels up and tab this post in the thigh like so. And we're going to sort of wiggle these loose, which these always give me a little bit of trouble. That's true for all three of them. They never really want to let go. And it really shouldn't hold this tightly. I don't really know why it does, but there we go. Then we bring this up on the hinges and like that. And if it hasn't already done it, you want to fold that toe up because those tend to fold up easy. Flip out this little side fin, and we are going to rinse and repeat. Bring this up. Struggle mightily to get this to let go. There we go. Bring that up. Tap that in. Fold in the toe if it hasn't already. Fold out this little winglet. Straighten this out. Then we come up here to the backpack. And then we want to come here and unfold this section like so. Straighten out that wing. Unfold this section like so. Straighten out that wing. Open this whole back panel up. Flip out these pointy bits and rotate these around, and yep, see, like I said, they pop off real easy. Oh, come on, really? Bring them together like so. Gonna rotate or close this first, then rotate these around. And I do believe there's a little way they tab in. No, maybe not. Anyway, we're gonna bring this on this armature and flatten it out. We want to take these tabs in the back, and they are gonna peg in here in the leg. And tab it in on the leg. Just make sure everything is all nice and squozen together. And there we have him in his jet mode. And again, it is that neato Cybertronian jet with the stubby little legs, or the little wings, and the giant thrusters. Very interesting design. I do like it. And of course we do have the luxury of holes in the feet, so we can do our plane in flight whooshing, which is always a plus for me. So wee, always do dig that. And of course we do have weapon storage. You get 4 different what is it, 5mm ports? I think it's 5mm. You get 5 ports here, or not 5, 4. I know how to count. 1, 2, 3, 5. See? And you can plug these in like so. And like I mentioned, the gun, the little handle is misaligned on mine, so it is extremely snug on mine. You can sort of see it's not sitting straight, and it, yeah, see, it literally launches itself. Like, I can see how far we can get this to go. Yeah. See how far that went? It does not like to stay. But, yeah. And it doesn't even like to go into these further ones. Yep, see? So yeah, it's a bit annoying that that doesn't want to... Exactly. So yeah. I mean, fortunately I usually display things in robot mode anyway, so it'll be less of an issue, but it's still a bummer Yeah, we'll do some vehicle comparisons here. See. Here we have the Gamer Edition Cliff Jumper. There he is next to a Deluxe. Here we have him with the Troop Builder Generic Seeker. So there we have him next to another Voyager. And do I have any other good vehicle comparisons here right now? No, not really. But that should be a good enough general idea. And yeah, so yeah, I'm happy to have completed this War for Cybertron trio. And yeah, this one has issues that are not present. It's mainly this gun. Like the fact that the two sides of the gun are not properly aligned. And I don't even really know how that happened. I'm 90% sure that's probably just my version, not like a general thing. Because I haven't seen anything like that remotely in other figures recently, so I'm hoping that's just my copy and not a regular thing, but I don't know for sure. Either way, aside from that, you know, it is literally the same as the Starscream mold. It has the same pluses and minuses, so if you like that Starscream mold, you're gonna like this. If you don't like that Starscream mold, you're not gonna like this. It is, you know, the usual, hey, this is the blue version of that mold. So, yeah, not really much else to say there. It's a pretty regular Seeker thing. The brighter blue might be an issue for some people. I don't really mind. I do think it's weird, but at the end of the day, I do really like the color. It's just not, like, it's supposed to be darker. Meh. But yeah, overall, I think it's fine. And yeah, since I displayed this in robot mode, the gun shouldn't be too big of an issue. But overall, yeah, I'm fine with it. So yeah, I think that'll be it for this review. So this is Soul Prime 13 saying transform and soul out.